Hi, everybody. Hope you can see me okay. I'm trying to set this up. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I was trying to watch Buy It and do this GT and all this other stuff. And just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So let's see who we got. We got Shari. I saw J-Lo. Hey, J-Lo. NASCAR, Marie, Sharon, Terry, oh God, I always screw up your name. I'll just call you Lou. Virgo Lou. Sweet darling Lulu, Desiree, Sharon. Let's see. Hey, Ian. Sandra, Sean, Cheryl. Hi, Square Peg. Lisa, Marie. Callie's Kid, Spiritual Seeker, Joanne, Sabrina, Donna, Connie, Mimi Rose, Nana Q57, Beth, Pam, Freda. Hi, Freda. Patty Montgomery. Hey, Lucky Girl. Terry Solaris. Deanne Pointer. Steve Myers. Cheryl Fry. Virgo in Sin. Sorry. Hi, Renee. Hi, Connie. Hi, Monique and Kathy and Sophie and my brother Ian. Hi, Extreme Brands, Spiritual Seeker, Bam Bam. Let's see. Hi, Cecile. Yeah, I was trying to watch the Biden thing, and I didn't want to keep people waiting. Let's see. Christine Henderson. Yeah, if y'all could smash that thumbs up, that'd be great. Hey, Bob Mueller. Oh, he's killing it. He's killing it, huh? I'll catch it on replay. Actually, I should just go and record it, but exactly, Monique. Hi, Monique White. She says, feels so good to have a grown-up in office again. Isn't that true? A person that's not orange and miserable and just spiteful and stupid. Isn't it nice? Republicans are sitting there like dead weight. Hey. Let's see. Patty Montgomery. Oh, no, you can watch Biden. I'm sorry. I should have waited till later. He's killing the Republicans, Bob. Hey, CG. Hey. He's killing them, Bob. He should. He should drag them all out by their ears. Pouting like 4-year-olds. Oh, you're welcome, Mimi Rose. He wants to bring back the unions. That's good. Cool beans. Oh, yeah, that's right. The White House does have a YouTube channel. Thank you, Sarah, for letting us know. Trying to win back the working class, like Extreme Brands is saying. Ted Cruz looks like a booger on the nose. Hi, Cheryl. They were calling him Fat Wolverine. Oh, gosh. They were calling Ted Cruz Fat Wolverine. Not to body shame anybody, but he's a schmuck and he deserves it. So, whatever. Let's see. Yep. Wind turbines can for sure be made here instead of in China. Let's see. Let's see. So I found out the fantastical news today while I was trying to watch Lori's live stream that the FBI got and raided Giuliani's house and his office. And McConnell looks like an embalmed corpse. Oh Lord, that man. Evil, evil, evil man. So yeah, that's the first I heard of it today, but I was at work. I haven't even watched any news. So that was a surprise. So I decided to do a grand tableau today on the little goblin. I did 2 of them actually because I was trying to go out a year on him, and as you all can see, he lands over here. So I only have 2 columns to work with. I'm still going to apply the rule here though, because I was trying to go out 1 year. So I'm going to read both of these as the next year, but please keep in mind, this could be subject to change because as you guys know, or those of you that have been here for a while, know that GTs kind of have a mind of their own. So I did this one today, and this one I did with the Rana George deck. And then I threw another one. And again, he landed in the same row. And on the second time that I threw the GT, he landed in the same row, only 1 up. So he's still in this column. So I was comparing both of those today. And we'll see if I have time to get to both. But this is the grand tableau for Giuliani. So this is his current line here. Okay. This is where he's going. This way. Let me see if I can move this up just a tiny bit. Let me see what that does, because I know it's kind of cutting. Well, if I move it up there, then it kind of cuts these down, but you can see what's down there. So yeah, a couple of interesting things on this tableau. The book and the clover mirror, meaning the book is in the house of clover, clover is in the house of book on this GT. So that's talking about surprising revelations. Okay. So I started reading this thing, and we're looking at surprising revelations because there's exposures to certain projects that he was working on, or could be more than one projects that he was working on that he was getting lucky on for something that he desired overseas that he was delivering to the administration that was in office, and the agreements to overthrow the election here. His not union, but his link to a bunch of stuff. Down this column, we're seeing there's improvements for him, and then financial gifts here. Improvements, changes, a move. I wouldn't really say a move because house is far away. So improvements to him, and then financial gifts here. When I look at him going this way, his problems are going to just grow and metastasize and spread. Now, with that said, right off the bat, in this tableau, I do not see arrest. I do not see jail. Okay. But please keep in mind, tableaus kind of show you what they want to show you. So he is going to have some serious problems, and they're going to grow. Problems that are financial, mountain in the house of bear, and then tree in the house of stars. So his financial problems grow, and also his problems also metastasize, meaning they grow, they spread out, it goes very, very far. Here's the thing though. When I was looking at this tableau, I could not for the life of me figure out why articles of impeachment were showing up back here. Remember, this is his present. Everything to the left is what's coming. Everything to his right is what has passed already. Well, there's the articles of impeachment there that cleared, that, you know, Spanky cleared over here. And he was persistent with his loyalty. And finances and power that were new, and he was meeting and negotiating with people, meeting and negotiating finances here. Okay. But there's the articles of impeachment. And I was like, why are the articles of impeachment showing up here? So I followed this line and I boxed him in. Well, it looks like money and resources that were blocked, and his link to blocking those resources to a friend that is foreign. So this goes back to the impeachment, way back to the money that was delayed for the Ukraine. Okay. Also, this row right here is also talking about, we got tower in the house of tree. What is this? Clouds in the house of child, dog in the house of mountain, ship in the house of woman. Well, without considering the houses underneath, this is institutionalized, a hospital for something pulmonary that came from a friend overseas. Dog in French is Chien. Okay. So China, this is his little bout here with getting COVID, with China, getting the COVID, you know, and how they were calling it the China virus. So that was his bout with COVID. Also, the problems that the government was having with an ally overseas. Again, back to Ukraine. Why? Because money is blocked here. The friends were blocked. The finances were blocked here. So somehow this whole raid thing goes back to him and his links to whatever happened in the Ukraine. What I also found interesting in this tableau is that, hold on, I'm getting texted. 1 second. Okay, so what I also found interesting here, not only did I see the articles of impeachment and for some reason the Ukraine, him catching COVID. Here's the insurrection here. I lost my train of thought. Oh, there is a woman. There's him, this woman. What links him here is trouble with business. So I went to her house and she's got ship on her house. So I followed this line across. A significant opportunity to abuse domestically here. A woman that journeyed and transferred gifts to an organization that is false. I don't know who this woman is by the looks of it. If I go like this, she may have been somebody that he worked with, but she was the bag lady. Because in this tableau, it shows investigating. If I look at Fox as the FBI, a mature businesswoman here. She goes back to the House of Cross. This woman is in trouble one way, shape, or form, but it looks like she transferred gifts, financial gifts here to an organization that is false. Now, this organization is small or it's new. there's a small group of people here, or people that go here to talk. Okay. So this is meetings and negotiations. This is parties and organizations. And right here, it says that it's small. So this could be a small organization like Trump campaign, or a Trump rally or something like that. But it looks like it's small here and a few members this way. But she looks like the bag woman, and she was going overseas here for money to transfer into this. So it was almost like, and also by position, he's up here and she's down there. So he has dominion over her. And this is someone that he worked with. They worked together also with Fox here. I don't know. Fox is manipulation. It's cunning. It's work. It's employment. This is usually, I tend to read as investigators, because Fox is like a trap. You don't see them because they're cunning. And if I read this as work, well, she worked with him. She was a significant link. Fox in the house of Key. Key goes back to Ring. That goes back over here. She was a link. He worked with her somehow, and she was the bag lady to transfer the money from where? Friendly, big, powerful financial people that were foreign. So quite possibly oligarchs. Okay. Now, this organization here, this network of people, this congregation, this gets exposed. Like I said, this is his line here. This is what's coming. This garden lands in the house of Book, in the house of Sun, and then you got Book in the house of Clover, Clover in the house of Book. This is soon to be revealed about this organization. It's something that has to do with networking, a party, a gathering of people, and meetings that took place there. But she was the one that was transferring financial gifts on his behalf, like the intermediary for him. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's see. In this organization, here it says that it's small. Here it says that it's a group, like a meeting. So there could be 7 to 12 people. Well, I see her. I see an older couple here, because birds traditionally is an older couple. There's siblings here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be 6 with this. Let me see what else. This is a woman and this is a woman. This would be like an ex-wife or the mistress. This would be somebody younger. But they're close to the family and the entourage, because he is linked to them, house in the house of man. Okay, so this could be like a family thing, but not his family. Someone's family here. But this woman here was, I don't know who she is, was somebody that he worked with, that was the intermediary, that she transferred the gifts to this organization. That organization is false. And it was someone that he worked with. If I read Fox as FBI, she may be getting a visit from the FBI, or she may have already gotten a visit from the FBI, but she's the link. And the link here is the contracts. The evidence, Key in the house of Ring back up here. False contracts. Now, he also had meetings, quite possibly, if I go this way, with oligarchs in regards to lifting sanctions. Here's change and improvements, and here's obstacles, and then there's meetings. Okay, so he may have been negotiating lifting the sanctions for oligarchs. Like I said already, the articles of impeachment back here, the blockage of money to the Ukraine, an ally overseas that was fighting here, fighting. Let me see, what else did I get here? If they have not, they may very well soon be freezing his assets, because you have Bear. If I box him in, am I looking only at this little thing right here? Not only are we seeing his links to the impeachment this way and the blockage of money to an ally overseas, But if this is also in regards to his finances, well, you got Mountain right here in the house of Bear. They freeze his assets, and then his problems begin to grow and metastasize. What? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just now looking up at the chat. Oh, is that who she is? News update. According to Forbes, besides Giuliani, the FBI executed a search warrant at fellow attorney Victoria Tossing's home, as well over her alleged involvement with. Did I just not say that? Did I just not say that? I said they worked together, but she also transferred money to this organization. This organization is false. She was the bag lady on his behalf. Holy caca. Oh, holy crap. So the GT nailed it. Well, here's the thing, and I'm trying to figure out. Lucky Girl saying Forbes report was only 6 hours ago. Well, this woman here is in trouble because she goes back to the cross. I don't know who she is, okay? But here's the thing. This organization, woman, siblings, an older couple, a child. So there's a man here and a man here. 1, 2. This could be an older businessman as well. This is King of Spades, King of Diamonds, older man, and they can also be in reference to 2 individual people. Okay, this would be an older man with white hair. This would be someone much younger, brown hair, brown eyes, foreign business person, titty. This is a woman here, younger. This would be like another woman here, dark haired. This would be a younger person. These are siblings here, a married couple. And then that's his home and also his entourage here. House in the House of Man. His entourage. So he goes back to Fox. When it's like the investigation into an older businesswoman, if I read this line of fate, just like that, just simply an investigation into an older businesswoman. Okay. That investigation, Fox in the House of Key. Okay. Significant and reveals the links here. Ring in the House of Snake. False promises, false partnerships, troublesome agreements here. And it's all these people because it goes back to his entourage. So I don't know if Jenny was here when I was talking about it. So I'll repeat it for Jen. This is when I was texting you earlier, Jenny. I was saying I don't know why the articles of impeachment are showing up. They're right here. The articles of impeachment that cleared. He was steadfast and resolute to his loyalty to power. And then he had new meetings or small meetings. Those articles of impeachment repeat here. Scythe, knights to whip. They repeat here. Okay. But the articles of impeachment was that a friend was delayed. The finances and money for a friend was delayed. So somehow this goes back to the Ukraine. And there's a financial link here between the first impeachment. Somehow this woman is linked there. And then there's a link to the insurrection here. There's several links here. Promises to lift sanctions. Okay, let me see. Let me look at my notes. Like I was saying, if they have not already, they may be freezing assets this way. If I box him in, problems grow and spread. Meetings in regards to the sanctions here on this diagonal. And then this line right here, a significant opportunity to fight the residents or fight here domestically. The transfer of gifts by this woman to an organization that is false here. If this is an institution, they've changed and elevated it, but it's not legit. It's got clouds right under it. So it's troublesome. And then also problems, legal problems here for being a friend overseas. But there's a woman underneath this that's doing the work. She's working for the money, this woman here. Let me see, what else did I write down? Okay, so I had some questions on this grand tableau. And I was looking at, and then I'll show you guys the other one that I pulled here, which is almost, identical. So what are investigators looking for? What are they looking for? So this is the investigators. They're looking at an attack or an assault here. Domestically, this way. And then up here, let me see. Assault domestically, an opportunity to assault domestically here. Okay, and then up here, let me see. Successful institution and also a technology company as well, and a media outlet. And then his career and what they know that he's been desiring from overseas through this woman here. So there's a revelation about this woman's career that she's been transferring or visiting overseas. Okay. Did they find evidence? Yep. And it's the agreements, the contracts, the links. But there's several links here. Some of them may have been dead ends this way because Crossroads goes back to Coffin here. But there's an opening. And then there's agreements that have been delayed, or problems with agreements, or something that was promised was delayed. A promise was delayed, and then a small organization or a new party, a small party, a small gathering here. So again, this goes back to funds that were blocked and delayed, and also his funds quite possibly being frozen. When, I don't know, because I only have these two columns to work with. Let me see. He made several visits and persisted with meetings about something that was desired overseas with this woman. Like, hey, talk to what's her face, she's going to work the deal. Like that. There's a foreign organization as well that is false. There's foreign friends here. And new meetings, small meetings as well, or meetings in regards to a child that they may have been saying is corrupt because child goes back to mice. Now, there's also over here what the investigators were looking for. Birds is way over here, so that would be his phone or whatever he was talking about. But there's documents here, and some of the documents, losing and contesting the results here. And also, see, if it would have been fox and mice, and the documents themselves may have been destroyed, but that's not the case here because it's mice and then letter. There's knowledge that there's knowing that there's going to be difficulties in winning results here. So this goes back to the elections and cheating here, stealing something. You see, energy. Most what? Hold on, let me. There's something here about energy as well that was lost, and then something important that was agreed upon, but that agreement was false. But it's energy though. Like, I don't know if this would be energy. So what else was I looking at? She was the go-between because her chain is woman to cross, to scythe, to storks, to clouds, child, mice, bouquet, and then lilies, fish, anchor, garden, sun, rider, house, man, fox, key. So this woman here, okay, she suffers. She's in pain, or she's burdened, or she has to sacrifice, and then there's sacrifice suddenly, like she's suddenly put on trial or something, and her improvement is uncertain because of a new loss, or small losses, or small thievery, because it goes child to mice. Because she was satisfied with the money, the business that was persistent and stable that was going into this organization, and that gets illuminated. Whatever this organization is, here, it gets illuminated in this column here. That's when you find out what it is, because garden goes back to sun here. So you'll find out who this is. And it comes through her because she was the middle person, because she would go and get the money, the business, and put it here into this organization that gets, and then the energy, the success of it gets delivered to him. Do you see what I'm saying? So he set her up as the go-between back channel. Okay. So she may have been working as well as an unregistered foreign lobbyist or whatever, but she was doing it for him. And then the investigation has evidence of agreements or contracts or promises that are problematic or false. And those agreements were, there's several of them here. One of them I can see was to block finances to a friend. The other one here was promises to change the government or change an institutional change, and several promises here. A promise for the elections here. And then there's something here with marketing that they were doing that was quite abusive, perhaps online or through email this way, that they found through her. And it links back to the friend being blocked from the resources for the elections, and then that ended. And then they met or negotiated something that was desired overseas. So it looks like this woman here was also involved in dog in the house of mountain. That could be a friend that is being pressured, a friend that is being delayed, clouds over the friend's head, serious problems. So she may have also been working to pressure the Ukraine to investigate here, because there's an investigation here on her. So they're investigating a woman that traveled here. There's the results or the warrant there because of this here. The friend that was blocked, the friend that was pressured. What else am I seeing here? There's abuse of alcohol here, whip, knighting to fish. Alcoholism that is persistent. But with that said, he's got tree very close by. He's got tower in the house of tree. Again, this is in his past here. But for those of you that are just now tuning in, I was saying that this right here is quite possibly when he was institutionalized for his health. There's a hospital here, tower in the house of tree. You have clouds in the house of child, something pulmonary that is new, that came from a friend abroad. Dog in French is China. Okay, so we're talking coronavirus here. You got coffin right before it. This is illness. Okay, if you follow this line straight, he's going to continue to have serious prolonged health issues because of this right here. There's suffering or this is suffering. The mice is more like losses, theft. There's something deteriorating here that is painful. His career and his emotions have ended. There's an illness here that's pulmonary that causes prolonged health issues here. Also, if I look around him, Ring would be circulatory. Mountain would be your head. Crossroads would be your arteries. Heart is far away from him. I don't see surgery around him. Let's see here. Bear would be diet and his stomach. Dog is nose and ears, or the nose and tongue. This is the lungs, and this is something new or small. So he may still, if, you know, I know he got that, that experimental shot that Trump got as well, but this is saying prolonged health issues here because of the, what he contracted. That was pulmonary and novice here. So he's got that to look out for, and then he's got hospital right over his head. Let me see, what else am I missing here? So let's go back to my questions. What are they looking for? So what they were looking for here, this is if I look at this as the investigators, an opportunity to find evidence in his home that this woman was working on his behalf to transfer gifts to an institution that were false. What did they find? Go here. They found contracts. They may have found agreements. Because Ring is in the house of, or I'm sorry, Key is in the house of Ring, so they may have found agreements. Birds is over here, so that would be his phone. So that doesn't show up back here. They found evidence of this right here, something to do with the impeachment that was cleared because they were trying to block finances to this friend to investigate. Oh, what am I looking at? To investigate a child here and here and get gossip going about a child. So they found a link there. Some way, somehow, they found a link to his involvement in that stuff that they were doing foreign, that was being done in the shadows here. Government, shadow, and then there's a friend that's foreign. Okay. And then there's the policy here. There's the articles of impeachment. So they linked him to that somehow. And there's something here too about energy. A successful project and a surprising revelation of something desired overseas that is being delivered to him at an institution to change or improve an agreement for the elections this way. But there's more than one agreement. There's more than one. And this happened more than once. Because if I read it in a different context, successful project for passionate visitors to the Capitol to change the promise of the election. See? So it's double-sided. It's almost like he's linked to the Ukraine and he's linked to the insurrection, because there's the insurrection right there. And here's weapons here, which is not close to this, but it's the visitors here. And then the party, the rally. Who did he meet with? I'm going to look at this here. This is the meeting, the interview. There's a pair of people here that are married, an older couple. There's some siblings here. There's a child here. Children. a woman here and a woman here around a party or a rally or some sort of organization or committee. And if he does interview with FBI, because this is showing up ahead of him, birds, the interview, several growing interviews, or he will be going on several interviews that metastasize on different subjects, he'll lie here. And there are a pair of siblings here, an older couple and a child that will lie as well. Here, that were part of some sort of meeting or some sort of negotiation, people that were in on this as well. They lie, and then they get in trouble for that. Let me see what was discussed in the meetings. They were discussing how to grow the success for the elections and not lose. Crossroads in the House of Coffin. And they were also discussing the trouble, and they were also discussing how they were going to market lies. Snake in the House of Moon. Okay. Market lies. And then here we have the theft, the pain, the career that ends, and the trouble for him and his problems grow. So it looks like he was also in on the meeting to help manufacture the big lie that the election was stolen. He was setting up avenues as well to seek help to change the election from overseas, not just with the Ukraine by blocking their money, but also quite possibly with people that were friendly to him and this woman here that are very powerful financiers, and older men here with a lot of money. One older man with a lot of money and another one that is a businessman. You got lilies in the house of fish and fish right behind it. So an older businessman, a wise businessman, wise business consulting as well. Now, if I look at Tower as the institution or just the government, the law, okay? That institution was delayed. Bear Knights over here. This is a bank. This is also an executive at the top of the institution, the manager. Okay. So this person was friendly and helped to block somehow. There is also a financial institution here with some sort of change of an agreement or an improved agreement, or they changed the terms of the agreement, something like that. That institution is trouble for the friend that is far. But they found a workaround here with storks. Let me see. He's in deep shit. He is in deep shit. Clouds, man, and mountain. And he's got coffin there. And then down here, it's almost like, and if I follow this line here, the financial gifts were going to her. If I follow, transfer to him, financial gifts, her. And then ship back to woman, she transferred the financial gifts to this organization here. That's false. This institution, the contracts and the terms or whatever, they're shady. They're troublesome. The agreements themselves are problematic. Ring in this house of snake and clouds nights over here, and then mountain here. So this is like some sort of what do you call those institutions that they make to hide money? Like one of those things. That gets them in trouble too. And then news of trouble, finances that are public. So there may be something here that comes up as well in regards to tax evasion, because this is finances that are public. And over here it shows that he's cheating. Let me see what else. So on the corners here, there's several areas of success and several avenues that had been closed off that have opened up. News of several of choices, successful choices where there were none before, but his lies and betrayal are exposed, are significant. There's evidence there of back channels that he created to lie and deceive. But there's so many, like I was saying, with the impeachment with the Ukraine here, the insurrection here, tax evasion here, using this woman to be the bag lady for him to get money from these oligarchs specifically, whoever this man, there could be two, King of Spades, King of Diamonds, an older businessman. One could be older, white-haired. The other one could be brown-haired, brown-eyed business. But he's foreign. They're both foreign here. And he was very passionate about those people overseas. Let me see. So, exposing the knowledge, the happy secret, a passionate visitor from the government, and then the change or the improvement in agreement. That is false. Now, since I only have these two columns to work with, let's see. There's problems with his contracts and the freezing of his assets, and also problems with him participating, or he is being linked to the freezing of assets to friends that are foreign here. Okay, so Ukraine, and then also his personal finances quite possibly being frozen. And then there's a new party, a new gathering, a new organization, or just small. Okay. And then down here, we're looking at stuff with his health and what he's saying is a lie. This is health. This is his head. Thoughts. Clouded thinking here. He's got lilies far away, which would be a sign of dementia, but it's not close to him. I don't know if he's a smoker. He's got clouds here, and it could also just be the pulmonary stuff from the novice thing that was from COVID, which could be prolonged. And then the people that interview lie. He's in the House of Fox, so he's going to try to be smart and finagle out of this, but he's between a rock and a hard place. He's not going anywhere. He's stuck right here. He may claim innocence here with child innocence, but they link him. Now, with that said, I'm going to finish this tableau off with this line of fate here. This is investigation, needs to mature. It matures. This is not something that I would anticipate happening very quickly because he's got lilies here. And then it goes to this businesswoman here. And I only have these two columns to work with. Towers behind him. Cross is way back here. So I don't see him going to trial or being arrested or handcuffed or anything like that. It just looks like an ongoing investigation. Now, when I was looking at this also, I was looking at the person that, if this is the government and the institution and the law, this bear here, knights here, so this would be the person in charge. And then they were friendly and blocked it here. So I got curious and did a GT on William Barr. And if he's not out of a job right now, he may very well be soon. So this is the, let me see. No, stop, please. I can't pet you all the time. Let me see. Where's woman in? You see, I'm looking at the second one that I did. 14. That was 14. Okay, this is the second GT that I did on the Goblin today. So he's up here, and then it's Crossroads, and then Fish, and then Tower, and then House, Clouds, Bouquet, and then Lilies. Okay, and then Cross, Fox, Dog, Mountain, Tree. See, there's the hospital again. See what I'm saying, that they were so similar? There's the hospital again. Anchor, anchor, anchor. Book. And then scythe here. And then mice. Before it was mice cross. Now it's cross mice. Ring. There. Child. garden, snake, storks, whip, and then woman over here, and then birds, letter, stars, key, bear, sun, writer, clover. Let me move this up a little bit. And then moon, heart, coffin ship. Okay. This is the second tableau that I did. And again, a lot of similarities all over again. Here's the hospital. Tower in the house of tree right after it. There's the hospital for something pulmonary that he got. That's new. It's novice. New illness here. That's novice. That caused him problems. In this tableau, I did this one with the Ciro Marchetti deck. The one that I did before I had done with the Rana George deck. So it wasn't like I was using the same deck back to back. I used two totally different decks. Okay. In this tableau, we got house in the house of house, garden in the house of garden. Okay. So this could be really significantly his house. Something about a party, a rally, or a gathering here. Okay. This one talks about his communications here. The evidence that the investigators have here. Gifts that the investigators got in agreement for the warrant here. What's here? Communications either by phone, voicemail, text messages, emails. Here. There's the evidence on Giuliani. Key back on the house of man. Bear in the house of woman. The woman was successfully delivering the wins. Here. She was the one that was delivering the money back to her. And then there's the fish, scythe, woman, clover. She was a business partner to him. And if I box them in, hey, babe, business. Here, man and fish, the man that's in business. Money, trade, commerce, her, and then changes, improvements. And then the transfer of it down here. So the evidence that they found was something about them transferring or moving money around, and she was delivering it. Also something here about an organization that it's very significant. And again, it's new, it's small, it's false. Same thing over here. Child, garden, snake. Same here. Child, garden, snake. A new organization that is false. It came out on both tableaus. So there's a false organization somewhere. It could be like Trump.org or somewhere where they were the GOP, but there's funds that come here and it's foreign. They're all foreign. It's all gifts that are friendly to an organization, finances that are foreign here, right there. And then over here, again, the pain and guilt and suffering because gifts were not delivered here, investigating a friend that was blocked. Fighting and investigating a friend that was blocked because they wanted this friend to investigate. What did they want them to investigate? A child here. Something that has matured, investigation into a child. He is the key to that here. And funds that were delayed there too. Let me see. Criminal conspiracy, okay? Thievery and an agreement. So criminal conspiracy at a new organization that it's false, or a small organization that it's false, to somehow improve it, but abuse it. So quite possibly money laundering as well here. Because Bear, Knight's over here to whip, abusing finances and resources here. Let me see. Whip, Knight's over here to fish. Business is abused. Finances are abused. Money laundering, quite possibly through a false organization, an organization that's not what it is. This institution may have grown, but it's false finances here. And there's problems here with public finances as well, or money for a campaign. Were the gifts of money friendly gifts from a friend to an organization with lots of money, but that money is linked back to this woman here? So if this is a Trump campaign, Trump org, rallies, whatever it was, it's false. And that money was coming in through her contacts with foreign people and oligarchs overseas. He's in the house of clouds, crossroads in the house of snake, fish in the house of coffin. And here's a secret that's revealed. Okay, criminal conspiracy. We went over that one. This is his communications that this woman was going to deliver the money and the finances and the wins. Let's see here. His satisfaction and whatever they were doing with the gifts is problematic, and those gifts are problematic. Why? They're foreign. Clouds in the house of ship, and he's guilty of that. That suffers, that's painful. Also, big problems at his home or his residence or here domestically. And then with Tower next door, this could be like a home office, the White House here, a house that is official, White House. But even with this one, before he was right below it here. Now he's right above it. So I don't think homeboy is really stressing this too much. Because mice is not around him. And again, cross and all that stuff is not around him. I don't see him being arrested anytime soon or anything like that. And it like here, it's like it's prolonged. It needs to mature. Okay. Let me see. This is a financial woman. Okay, hold on. If this is a person, this would be the King of Clubs, Queen of Spades, King of Spades. This would be a person that was in the entourage and was in government that blocked and lied here for success. Older person as well, experienced, talented. Well, talented at lying. So I'm wondering if this is William Barr here with clouds. This would be King of Hearts. Where's book? Book is over here. And then in this tableau, see, there's the investigation into a child. And the government knew. Child goes back to Tower. So this has to be Barr, because this person knew about it. They knew that there was an investigation into criminality. This person knew that this friend was being blocked until they investigated a child here for success and to give this guy access for what? Election abundance. Does that make sense? So if this is Barr, but there's the entire entourage here, and this is the entourage, this is the network. So, and it's small. Again, 7 birds is down here, but before it was birds and garden, I would say 7 to 12 people, maybe a little bit more. But there's a child here, older couple here, Giuliani, a financial woman, another woman here, a man here, a man here, a woman here, an older man here. And I would not be surprised if they also start getting his financial records and her financial records as well, if they have not done so already. Because there's voicemails and an electronic communication evidence of finance here that is successful, very big wins being delivered. And then down here, his finances end here. They close, done, kaput, caca. His journey is going to be very painful and difficult here. But again, even though this line of fate says that the journey ahead is difficult and painful, this tableau does not show him being arrested or standing trial or anything that I can see right off the bat. It's prolonged. It needs to mature. Mature investigation here. And then something significant about a child or new evidence here as well. Because there's criminal conspiracy in a new organization or a criminal conspiracy around a child. And the links here. He is persistent about changing success this way. He's got false choices to keep his secrets around finances this way. But right here, it gets revealed. It's revealed this way. You got anchor in the house of Fox. Persistent work, persistent employment, but also quite possibly investigations. You got book in the house of Bear, which is secret finances or knowledge of finances. But then you got Scythe right behind it in the house of Stars. So it's like whatever he's been keeping secret in regards to finances gets revealed here. And then here, there could be a change or a flip in criticizing this woman or fighting with this woman. You have the whip in the house of Mice, which goes back here. So chronic thievery and criminal conspiracy here. So it's almost like this thing needs to mature so that they can build a solid case. Because here it shows solid, solid, solid right here. And then whatever he's keeping secret around his finances are suddenly revealed. Let me see here. And then there's news of a successful opportunity here, or a big freaking win. Let me see here. He's the back channel for business or consulting here. There's the channels, the roads, but they're false. They're problematic. They're troublesome. It's in the house of snake. Okay. Persistent investigations, and then the secret finances that are suddenly revealed, and then changing or flipping, chronic thievery, and then this woman. But he's going to end up fighting with her and flipping and trying to flip on her, because it's this right here. The man is fishy, slippery, independent, consulting, and then flips on her, changes on her. And then if you look down here, there's a cut between the business and her. So it's like he tries to cut ties and tries to flip on her and blame it on her, criticize her. That she was the one that was doing all the dirty stuff. But they have all the financial, if they don't already, they will soon be, because there's voicemails, emails, transcripts, financial records here, exchanges, money being delivered. They left a trail here with the letter. They left a trail. And this right here, the records, they were trying to keep secret. Letter in the house of book in the house of bear. So the transcripts for finances, records of finances, the results of who was financing them, that they were trying to keep secret, it gets revealed, and it gets revealed through her. She's the link, because she was the like intermediary middle person, some way, shape, or form. I don't know how. Where's that dance again? Oh, it's over here. So there's evidence on Giuliani for something shady that he was doing overseas that caused suffering because of an investigation into a friend that delayed, or they were blocked. The friend was blocked by something that was promised to them. Here, they had a promise to give a gift to this friend that was promised, but they were blocked. I don't know how, but this right here goes back to some way, some shape or form based on the first GT, and this goes back to the Ukraine. I don't know how, but maybe I'm looking at this wrong. But this goes back to the Ukraine stuff and shadow stuff that he was doing while he was in the entourage for the administration here. To cheat and steal. It was a criminal conspiracy. So and then, how long have I been on? Oh God, it's 8 o'clock. Let me see. 1 hour and 19 minutes. Okay. And then for Barr, let me see. And there's also several projects that he was working on that he was abusing this way, or that he will be criticized for this way, or that we will be hearing about several projects that he was working on that were very, very chronic, that were abusive, that were aggressive. We'll be hearing about that. And then how the business or the independence of this woman is cut off. But she gets lucky somehow on this tableau, or she gets a win somehow on this one. But on that other tableau, it shows that she suffers. So I hate to repeat myself, but it's like this thing needs to mature. It's the end of his security and his stability. So this line of fate, his passionate career ends, and then there's a very difficult, burdensome transition, or very difficult and burdensome road ahead. There is some satisfaction or maturity or something that's going to take time in regards to consulting that he was doing, because he got lucky financially or lucky in business, and they're looking at communications right now and verbal agreements as well that was made with his loyalty to those in the administration and his entourage at the White House that were part of this organization, and how they set up a false organization, the channels that he made here for money to come in, channels here for money that is foreign here. So it's like the government is going to take its time here. Government growing something false or problematic here in regards to finances. Again, it's behind him. And again, there's a hospital behind him right here too. So, but for Barr, on his tableau, he had Ryder in its own house, Lily in its own house. So very significant news in regards to resignation or retirement of some sort. And then let me show you what was on that tableau very quickly. I'm just going to do the top line because I got to going. Let's see. And then Barr. And then Fox. Scythe. Birds. And then letter. Okay, this is just the very top line of the tableau. So his there's a problem here in regards to an ambassador that was overseas. Fuck it, I'm just going to do the whole thing. Pardon my French, y'all. I'm going to hit this real quick. And then I'm going to go eat because I haven't eaten yet. Let me do this really, really quick and just give you the high points. But like I was saying, if Barr hasn't lost his job yet, he may well very soon be losing his job. 24 and 31. Okay. And then it goes 11, 25, 5, 32, 17, 7, 20, and verse 20. Oh, no, this is 20 here, 21 up here. 21, okay, 20, 26 here, and then 4, 3, 29, 15, 2, 30, there's 30, oh, 30 is down here, Writer's up here, okay, 30, and then 9, and then 34, and then 13, 18, 36 and 19. Let me see if that'll show up. So hopefully this is all in frame. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay on the YouTube. Let me see. Okay, I think you guys can see that. Okay, so a quick and dirty on Barr. Barr's up here. He's in the House of House. Ryder in its own house. And Lily's in his own house. That's why I was saying if he will not be losing his job, he will soon. Perhaps will be, because this is news or something to do around a resignation, retirement. Okay, and then Fox right next to him with Scythe of Fox's employment or work gets cut off. Okay, there's news about big, huge trouble, perhaps about something that was being done in the shadows that had to do with something overseas that he manipulated, and investigations that he cut off. Also work that is cut, terminated because of gossip that is being reported. Down here, though, it shows that he's very successful and has a very good reputation in regards to his power. Now, there may be more gossip and more reports that come out in regards to worst book over here. Okay, so he was part of the entourage. He was part of the administration. He had knowledge that stuff was being blocked and delayed here that was promised overseas this way. And also problems here with a judge and some sort of an ambassador that was overseas here. That comes up. There's a woman here. There's a man here. The only person that I remember, because see, someone in the administration that was foreign powerful here that had an opportunity for peace and negotiating here, that person suffered. Okay, so there's that. Just a quick and dirty on this one. He had knowledge of all the transactions that were going on around this organization and this false business. Several investigations into an organization and their funding or their business, their independence here. Several dangerous or sudden decisions that are problematic here that were not very wise. Let's see here. An organization that is false, big time, and secrets of where stuff was being kept. Passionate about money and power here, negotiations here, or perhaps speaking at some sort of an event here coming up for him ahead. So like some sort of party or something like that where he may speak over here. But there's a new friend that suffers isolation here, or a young friend that suffers isolation, or the early stages of an ally suffering isolation. So I'm wondering if Giuliani, because this person is a money man. Dog goes to fish back here. That goes back here. That goes to the moon. That goes to the garden. That goes to the word or the little itty bitty mice right here. That's why I'm saying if I read Fox as work, there may be news of a persistent problems with him, and his work cuts him off because of the gossip that's being reported on how he helped this whole cover up and how he was corrupt and lied. Because here his success diminishes and his reputation changes to what? Liar. Even though here he's got bareback on him that says that he's lucky. So we'll see. I need to look at this a little bit more. I didn't even see if anything matched up or mirrored. So he may be retiring here. Job losses here. Retirement's down here. The firm, where is it? Down here. The firm suffers. If this is like the company that he works for, it suffers. It's in the house of cross. Cross is right before it. So, yep. And he is in the house of house. So he's at home or at the entourage, or there's something about his real estate. He has a significant promise to his family, or he's significantly committed to his family, but because he's in the house of house and down this diagonal. It could also be saying that he has significant contracts for property. This way here it says that he cheats and he lies. This would be a win, but this liar and a cheater to gain some sort of an advantage. It's got Fox next to him, very smart and crafty, slippery, conniving piece of crap. There may be a property for sale as well, because there's news or the delivery of the results of perhaps a house that's up for sale, and news about the results, or news that's being reported about the business or the transactions that were happening in the administration. But he goes back to the house of house. So it could just be in regards to his family and his property, real estate, stuff like that. So if Giuliani's here, I would have to fish him out. Like I said, I just threw this real quick and just kind of, you know, whatever. But there's a friend down here that suffers in isolation, and they suffer in court. Money man, businessman. Possibly younger. 8, 9, 10, 11. May have some sort of an addiction or is abusive, but he's overcome that. But either way. All right, guys. I'm going to get going. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I hope that the Giuliani GTs made sense. There's, you know, because I was comparing two of them. Like I said, I don't see him being arrested anytime soon. The tableau does not support that unless it's there and I'm totally missing it. What I do see is that he is linked to, there's a link there to him blocking and delaying aid to the Ukraine, money and business that he had some woman being the go-between for oligarchs, meetings about lifting sanctions, promises to change the outcome of the election, the insurrection. And then on the second one, it showed financial records, voicemails, emails, text messages about how a woman was supposed to be delivering the wins. So I hope that wasn't too much for everybody to take in. If you ever have any questions, just ask. So yeah, I'm going to go stuff my face now because I'm very hungry. But thanks everybody for hanging out, and you guys have a great day. Thank you so much to anybody who's super chatted. I was not paying attention, and thanks. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.